All right, hello everyone. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and today I am going to attempt to start doing open source. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about doing this because I've tried doing open source in the past, and it kind of got a little bit overwhelming, I think, because, and I don't know why. That's one of the things that I'm going to try to analyze in this series here. Okay, well, what was it in the past that got me kind of overwhelmed and made it such that I wasn't able to actually contribute to anything and I didn't even know what was going on? Okay, well, is that still the problem now? And if it is the case that yes, I am having difficulty contributing now, I am completely overwhelmed. Okay, well then what am I overwhelmed with? I don't want to just say like I'm overwhelmed, I don't know how to do this or something like, "Oh, I can't do this," right? That's not helpful. What specifically is overwhelming and then work to understand that and move forward. So, I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to contribute. That's actually not the point of this project right now. The point, the main point of focus that I'm having right now is simply to attempt it, see what's going on, see if I'm able to prod at things and get an understanding of how a service is working and investigate it, learn more about it, figure out what I struggle with, what I don't struggle with, and how to work with and improve those points which I am struggling with. So, one of the things that I very much am a believer in, which is if you don't know how to do something, the best thing to do is just try. Because if you get to the point where you say, like, oh, I, I can't take a step until I know what I'm doing, well, then you run the risk of never taking a step. But if you do take that step, even if you take the wrong step, well, you didn't lose anything. You learned a lot along the way. And then just take a step in the right direction. And now you actually know how to take that step. So that's kind of the way that I'm going to go about here. I can't guarantee. The reason I'm giving out all of these caveats is because I don't want people to watch the video and feel like, oh, this guy's going to teach me how to do this. No, no, no. I'm very much an amateur, very much an amateur. I'm just trying to develop the skills, develop as a software engineer. That's what I'm trying to do. And so I just want to kind of voice that before I start this. Anyways, so yeah, don't expect that I'm gonna be. I'm trying to take my time and learn and understand and develop my skills. That's the point of this. So let me come in here and I asked ChatGPT, I kind of gave it a summary of who I am. I said, I have a background in electrical engineering. I am trying to become a software engineer and kind of gave it my description. And I said that I previously tried to do open source projects, but I was kind of overwhelmed. I think one of the reasons why was because in the past it was just so big. The projects, they had so much going on, and you see this one, like there's so much going on. So what I'm thinking is, or I told ChatGPT that, and then it suggested medium-sized projects, and one of the projects was this Micronaut here. So let's take a look at it. Let's see what's going on and try to figure out how we might be able to even just get this on our machine. That's going to be like the first part is how do we get this on the machine, on my local machine? And then how do we run it? And then how do we move forward with it? Like all of that stuff. Okay, so let's just go down and read the documentation. Why not? So first off, obviously this looks a little bit scary, like there's a lot. Look at this, look at this. Okay, a little bit scary, but that's fine, that's fine. So Micronaut Framework is a modern Java virtual machine based full stack Java framework designed for building modular, easily testable Java virtual machine applications with support for Java, Kotlin, and the Groovy language. So I believe what GPT was saying is that Micronaut is a version of Spring Boot, but it's a smaller version of Spring Boot. I believe that's kind of its role and what it does. But we're going to keep on reading this and see. Okay, so the Micronaut framework was originally created by a team who also worked on the Grails framework. The Micronaut framework takes inspiration from lessons learned over the years building real-world applications from monoliths to microservices using Spring, Spring Boot, and Grails framework. The core team continues to develop and maintain the Micronaut project through the support of the Micronaut Foundation. Micronaut framework aims to provide all the necessary tools to build the Java virtual machine applications, including dependency injection and inversion of control. Okay. First thing, I know what dependency injection is. I'm not quite sure what inversion of control is. I'm not going to get too lost in the weeds, but that's just something, okay, interesting. Aspect-oriented programming, okay, I've heard of object-oriented programming, I've heard of functional programming, I've never heard of aspect-oriented programming, another interesting point. So this is kind of what I'm talking about, that just jumping into something, you're going to be introduced to a bunch of different topics and ideas that you've never seen, you've never heard of, you've never experienced. So if I was too scared to even jump into this, I wouldn't have ever even come upon inversion of control or aspect-oriented programming. Well, now even if I'm like, man, it's too difficult and I didn't accomplish anything. Well, I did accomplish something. At least I got introduced to this, and I can go and learn about those, etc. So, anyways, sensible defaults and auto configuration. So I think this means that this Micronaut service is opinionated. It will give you defaults that it thinks you will want, and you can overwrite them if you desire. I think that's what it's talking about there. All right. With Micronaut Framework, you can build message-driven applications, command line applications, okay, HTTP servers, and more, whilst for microservices in particular, Micronaut Framework also provides distributed configuration, service discovery, okay, like Eureka, HTTP routing, client-side, load balancing, okay, load balancing, here we go. Client-side, what's client-side going to mean? That means that it's not done in the back end, it's done in on the client, okay, interesting. At the same time, Micronaut Framework aims to avoid the downsides of frameworks like Spring, Spring Boot, and Grails by providing fast startup time, reduced memory footprint, minimal use of reflection, minimal use of proxies, no runtime bytecode generation, easy unit testing, okay? This is achieved by pre-computing the framework infrastructure at compilation time, which reduces the logic required at runtime for the application to work. For more information on the Micronaut framework, see the documentation, okay? Example applications, example Micronaut application can be found here. So there's example repository. So maybe we look into one of these things. Possibly. Building from source, to build from source, check out the code and run this, okay? To build the documentation run that. The documentation is built to here. All right. If you wish to contribute to the development of the Micronaut framework, please read this contributing markdown file. Okay. Versioning. Micronaut framework uses semantic versioning 2.0.0. To understand what that means, please see specification documentation. Exclusions to Micronaut framework. Public API include any class annotated with experimental or internal, which resides in IO Micronaut core annotation package. Okay, so let's come here and look at what this has to say. Okay, so contributing. If you're interested in contributing to the Micronaut framework and are looking for issues to work on, take a look at the issues tagged with help wanted. Okay, do we see something that says help wanted up here? Poll, discussions, actions, projects. I'm not seeing anything that says help wanted, although this is clickable, so let's just click that. Okay. Okay, so there's some stuff here. Awesome. Okay. Add methods. I am noticing 2018, 2018, 2018, 2018, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21. So there's actually not any recent things, which is slightly concerning. Okay. That's a little bit concerning. Okay. JDK setup. The Micronaut framework currently uses this. IDE setup. Okay. Micronaut framework requires Docker. Okay. Just when I saw the issues now, I'm just like second guessing if this is the right one because there's like nothing there. The newest one was added, what, 4 years ago? All the comments are 4 years ago as well. Okay. Let's just keep reading this and then maybe we'll switch. We'll look around a little bit, see if there's other projects. I don't know. All right, so IDE setup. The Micronaut framework project is imported into IntelliJ IDE by opening the build Gradle file. Okay. Docker setup. The Micronaut framework tests require Docker. We already have Docker, so that's fine. Running tests. To run tests, use Gradle wcheck. Functional tests are ignored until you specify the Geb environment via system property. Okay. Run with Chrome or Firefox. What does a web browser have to do with this? Building documentation. The documentation sources are located here. Working on the code base. If you're working with the IntelliJ IDE development environment, you can import the project using Gradle tool. Create a branch from the release branch to which you anticipate merging changes. The most important task to complete before submitting work is to check task. This executes all the unit tests as well as various code. Okay, the check task should complete successfully, otherwise initial pull request will fail and you will need to make changes before it can be reviewed. Okay, that's kind of interesting. You can do this check. Once you are satisfied with your changes, commit changes to the local branch you created. Push that code with changes to the corresponding remote branch on GitHub. Submit a pull request. Okay. So, let's see. Fork. Copilot. What are the steps to take a GitHub open source project and put it on my local MacBook? If Git isn't installed, Git is installed. Okay, clone the repository to my Mac. Git clone and then here. Okay. Okay. So let's see about this. New terminal here. And then git clone. Okay, you think it's gonna work? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, well, something's working. Okay. Well, something. Hey, wow, okay. Okay, wow. Interesting. So now do I need to cd into this thing here, ls, and I can do all that. Okay. So now we can go back to here, and it said about, what if I just did this Gradle W check? I don't know. Let's Docker setup. We already have Docker. This is just an IDE. That's fine. Oh wait, no, this is the IDE IntelliJ. So we already have the IDE. That's Visual Studio Code. Micronaut framework currently. Okay. To run tests, use Gradle W check. Let's just do that. Let's see what's gonna happen if I do that. Gradle W check. Oh, okay. Gradle W check. Gradient. Okay. 10%, 20, 30. Okay. Starting Daemon. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of energy going on right now. Initializing 0%. %. Oh my goodness, how long is this going to take? What? I don't even know what's going on right now. We're still at 1%. What's happening here? I see this is flashing. No, this was flashing. Source control. Okay. Oh my goodness, we just hit 2% and we're at 1 minute. That means this is gonna last for 30 minutes? Build failed. What? But I just got it off of the... I just got it off of the actual... website, so that doesn't make any sense. This goes to... Unless I don't have the dependencies, I don't know. Gradle can't find Java 17. Okay. Install Java 17. What Java do I have installed? Java version? 21? Well, I don't want to downgrade, right? That's not a good thing. So I'm going to say, does this mean that I need to downgrade my Java? Isn't that a bad thing to do? Won't it negatively affect my other Java projects? Okay. So, great questions. You're absolutely right to be cautious. Here's the good news. You don't need to downgrade your system. Why Java? Instead, you can use a Java version manager to switch between JDKs depending on the project. Okay, so use multiple Java versions safely. Recommend SDKman. Lets you install and switch between Java versions easily per terminal session. So SDKman, and then let's see, I will do this. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Okay. The other thing is I'm hoping I don't run out of like memory or something on my laptop. Okay, so I just put random things into my computer. I do want to say, what do these two commands do? Not just, and what is the process behind them, and what does source do? Like, and how do they operate? Okay. So let's come here and let's just look at this. Okay, so this command does two things. Curl as downloads the installation script from SDKman website silently, no progress bar. Okay, that's the silent. Bash pipes the downloaded script directly into the bash shell to execute it. Okay. What it installs is this. It sets up necessary files in my home directory, modifies bash rc to include SDKman. Okay, I've heard of bash rc, but I don't know exactly what it is. What is .bash rc? Okay. I don't know if we're kind of getting in the weeds right now, or but I know that, I mean, it might be kind of important. This command activates SDKman in your current terminal session, okay? Source runs the script in your current shell, not a subshell. So environment variables and functions get loaded immediately, okay? So you can start using them right away. Where's bash RC? Okay. So then we come back up here. So we just installed this. Now we can do SDK. Okay. Should be able to install this quickly. Then use it for this session. SDK use. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay. And now you can create SDK man RC file in your project folder. So can I now do this? Okay. See if I get an error. Oh, look at that. 6%, 8%, 9, 10. Okay, this is a little bit better. A little bit better, you see. Nice. Groovy, Java, Kotlin. Okay, things are moving along. 45%. Here we go. Here we go. I like this. Okay, 63%. Nice, nice, nice. Configuring. And we're only 38 seconds, whereas last time it was a minute before it failed, and it failed on 2%, I think. 95, 100%. Come on, man. We got this. Come on. Configuring. Uh-oh. Don't pause it. Okay, good. There's still energy. There's still movement. Just success. Come on. Success. Go. Oh, wait. Why do we... Okay, now we're executing. Sure. All right. I think I'm just gonna chill out and watch it do its thing. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. Well, pretty soon I'll be headed to sleep. But I just wanted to kind of uh, go around, or not go around, but I was thinking about this and I didn't want to put it off for tomorrow, because why put off something for tomorrow if you can do it right now? And especially with a lot of these projects, even if you're tired, I realized that even just doing something when you're tired, you still learn something and you still move forward, especially with projects. I think that that's a little bit less true for something like leak code. If you do a leak code while tired, I don't really, at least for me, I don't really retain it that much. But if I'm just playing around with a project, I actually do seem to retain a lot of the information that I've gotten, even if I was tired. So that's why I'm like, let's just do it. Like, I don't want to wait for tomorrow. I want to try right now. I want to at least make a little bit of progress, you know? Okay, 73%. I see some passes. I saw a little bit of fails. Okay. I saw some passes. So 48 tests complete, 6 skipped. So there's a lot of stuff that we need to. Huh? Oh, I just froze right there. Okay. It's my computer. Oh, yep, my computer is getting pretty hot. Ooh. Okay, come on, please, please finish up kind of quickly. We're still at 75%. Oh, I see that okay, it's smooth right now. What's going on? Why is it doing this? Just, hi. Okay. I'm trying to swing back and forth so that I see when I freeze up. I also saw that. Oh. Yeah, my computer's getting pretty hot. I'm also a little bit surprised that it at least says that we're recording. I don't know if we actually are. See if. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, like, is it broken or what? I have no idea what's going on. It's just like it's just running in a direction. I have no idea what's even happening right now. It's like, okay, 50 or 1,500 tests complete, okay? What how many tests are there? But we're still at 75%. It's not going up. Opening Java projects, okay. What is this? Hello? Hello, computer? We're at 10 minutes. 10 minutes. What's happening here? It's just, it's like 3,400 tests. This is weird. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how long is this gonna take. And it's just stuck at 75. So I don't know. I will. Hello? Okay, so it decided to kick me out while I was getting water. So I decided, all right, fine. I don't want to add extra stress on the computer while it's doing its thing and trying to execute while I'm filming. So I just let it do its thing, but it's been paused at this like 77%, and now it's not even doing anything. So I don't really know what's up. It's been going for over 30 minutes, and it's just like there's no movement. It's not even like doing the flashing stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is it's been here for a little while. This is like it's not doing more tests. See, it's like 618. Has all these. I'm not even sure what's going on right now. Let's go back to the web page and we'll see if anything changes. So 618 is, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to see if anything changes. So 618 and then 3, 4, 8 and 8. All right, let's see if anything changes. And we are at 77%. Okay, so 77%. Okay, let's go back. That's my storage. I was seeing if I'm like gonna run out of space. I don't know. Here. Okay, so to run tests here, gleb functional tests are ignored unless you specify. Okay, so why is it taking like 10 hours? Or like literally half an hour? Like that's unreasonable, right? And then what, should I have done something else here? I don't know. Did I need to put in a parameter? Is that why it's taking forever? To include API. Well, that's all it says about running the tests. Well, I'm not really sure what's going on. Possibly if like the project doesn't work or something, we can still like look at I have the code here now, so maybe we can just like investigate how they set up the code and I don't know, there's like 20,000 files here. Like how do you even start on this? Like where do I even look? Where's the entry point? Like oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, was it doing something? Oh, okay. It is doing something. So, okay, fine. I'll leave you be. But, okay, so that's doing that thing. I was complaining up here. Okay, so I'm complaining like, I don't know. There's so many things here. Configuration, do I go into config? Do I go into, like, Where's the code? I have no idea. I have no source. Guide. Ah, there's more. Each one of these, oh right, each one of these are just folders. How on earth am I ever going to understand? What? This doesn't make any. There's 10,000 files here. Bill. Each one has a bill. Each one has a source. No, man. Build fa. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of why I think I got stopped in the last time when I was trying to do open source because I have no idea what I'm doing. I can't run the project. There's 10,000 files here that I have no idea what's going on with, or where to start, or what to look, or how to run it, or what to do at all. Um, I might do more videos in the future do where I try to keep looking at this. I haven't really decided yet. Mm, yeah, I don't know how I will move forward. I need to try to identify like where am I stuck? What am I unable to do? But as of right now, it's just like, oh, I don't even know. I have no idea what I'm doing. None. I have zero idea what I'm doing. So I just see so many files here and I can't even run the project. So how do I analyze this and how do I move forward? That's what I need to figure out. So anyways, yeah, I'll try in the future to make more videos about this. Just, I don't know how successful I'm gonna be, but I'll see what I can do to move forward. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in that, subscribe. I would love to have you around. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and I'll see you guys later.